Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday morning. You know, there's highs and lows with recruiting, but you know the old AP quote, the old Austin Price quote that I love. You're not going to land them all. You just got to land your fair share. But last night was more bad news for the Vols on the recruiting trail. Of course, we covered it live right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. Four-star offensive tackle Kamari Blair chooses South Carolina over Tennessee and Ole Miss. Now, leading up to that decision, really was similar to Braden Rice, right? Nobody really knew where Kamari Blair was going to go. Ole Miss led most of his recruitment, but then it seemed like Tennessee had a lot of momentum there. Some said it was Ole Miss and South Carolina. Others said it was Tennessee and South Carolina. The recruitment was really just kind of all over the place, and AP put out a narrative right before the decision that said that South Carolina was desperate after missing out on several recruits, and they were willing to overpay for Kamari Blair. So you hate to miss out on a blue chip in-state kid that you've been actively recruiting, but I think Tennessee's going to be just fine. On the offensive line, you've got Gabriel Lucinda already committed. Of course, he's a five-star. Over at 247 Sports, On Three industry rankings have him as a four-star, but ranked inside the top 250, 227th nationally. You've also got JB Shabazz committed in this class, a four-star. Just actually got a bump in the ratings this past week, went from 352 to 307. You're still working Darius Gray on the interior of the offensive line. We'll see what happens there. But, you know, anytime you lose a blue-chip in-state kid, that's not a good thing. And there's another blue-chip in-state kid that I'm really high on. I think we really need to focus in and dial in and land Joel Wyatt, and there's kind of some mixed feelings out there. A lot of talk about him being a tweener, right? He's too small to play edge. He's too small to play linebacker, but he's too big to play safety, and that's what he wants to play. It's Tennessee, it's Vanderbilt, but then he delays the commitment, and I said at that time, that was bad news. I didn't think that was good for Tennessee, and I'm going to talk about why here in just a second, but you guys know the deal. I need you to do the YouTube stuff. Smash the thumbs up right down there below the video. It's quick, free, easy. It helps this channel, and I would appreciate it. Also, if it's your first time here on the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't pretend to be that. What we are is exactly what you guys are. It's for the fans, by the fans. If you like it, subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Next live stream is going to be Sunday night. That's EA Sports College Football 26. But we also talk all things Tennessee football next Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Four-star linebacker, Tennessee Vol commit Braden Rouse is going to be in the house. So join us for that one. It'll be a fun show. And then, man, we're right around the corner. A week from next Wednesday, fall camp kicks off. We're going to be doing a live stream that Wednesday night. Hopefully, Joel Combe is going to be in the house. So a lot of fun stuff coming up here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. So again, like, subscribe, and click that bell for notifications. But I want to talk about Joel Wyatt. And again, somebody asked me, Boogie, what's the latest? What's going on? And I had a fear when he delayed that that commitment, his decision date. I felt like more teams were going to get involved, and that's what we're going to take a look at here. But first, I want to look at his film because there's a lot of talk about, again, where should Joel Wyatt be recruited to play? He wants to play safety. That's what he wants to play. Tennessee likes him at edge. They like him at outside linebacker. They make those comparisons to James Pearson. Look, Joel Wyatt, if he's listening to this video, I think Rodney Garner knows a little something about putting guys in the league. If Coach G likes you at edge, trust Coach G to know how to develop you and put you in the best place possible to get to the league and make a whole lot of money. Make a whole lot of money. But again, people in Joel Wyatt's camp think he has a better opportunity at the safety position. But I want you guys in the chat to watch the highlights. I'm going to go through the scouting report. There's a lot of plays in this highlight video where he's coming off the edge. Now I want you to watch the wide receiver plays as well and tell me where you think Joel Wyatt would be a better fit. You don't see a whole lot of safety play in this highlight video, but take a look at the clips, and we'll go through the scouting report here from 247 Sports. This is from Cooper Patagna. Polarizing two-way athlete with a robust multi-sport background that possesses the ability to project to either side of the football at the next level. Says he's a long, gangly mover, hovering around 6'4", 200 pounds. Wyatt operates with relative ease and athleticism on both sides of the ball, while demonstrating the ability to chew up cushion quickly and navigate in and out of breaks efficiently at the wide receiver position. Look, I'm not an X's and O's guy. I'm not going to jump on here and break down film like Coach J does. But for me, when I watch the tape, it just he looks, just bigger and stronger than everybody when he's got the football in his hands. When he comes off the edge, watch the speed. He looks way quicker playing the edge position. Watch him get outside here and just lay the hammer. I think he has more speed, athleticism at the edge position versus maybe at the wide receiver position. Just my thoughts. Says, although he's still developing as a pass catcher, the top 247 standouts length, leaping ability, and open field elusiveness make him one of the more dynamic prospects in the position group. On defense, the Tennessee native will situationally reside as an overhang safety, covering ground quickly while flashing natural instincts and run support, but is primarily used as a 3-4 stand-up edge where his speed and athleticism are virtually impossible to defend for opposing offensive linemen. That's what I see on the tape. That's what I see when I watch the highlights. You put him at the edge position, and he's unstoppable. Unstoppable. Says, although his collegiate position projection is still coming into focus, Wyatt unquestionably possesses the elite physical traits to play receiver or defensive back on Saturdays, while his lack of lower body mass will more than likely prevent him from playing any closer to the line of scrimmage. Either way, the top 247 Sports Standout projects as an all-conference prospect at the Power 4 level with the potential to develop into an early-day NFL draft choice. Now, I've said it on this channel before, when talking about Joel Wyatt, why not just recruit him as an athlete, see how his body fills out, see how much weight he has. They're talking about him not having enough lower body strength there. Maybe that develops over time, and then you can kind of move him and play him where you want. But again, it sounds like his camp wants him to play that safety position. Now, I told you guys when he delayed the commitment, when he delayed that decision day, I had a concern about that because there was a lot of talk about Tennessee and Vanderbilt. That was it, right? And you felt like Tennessee was maybe trending there just a little bit. And then once that decision got delayed, I told you guys, I said, I don't like this because this is going to open up a window of opportunity for more teams to come calling. And that's exactly what we have here. We can go to Twitter, see at Rivals says Adam Gorney has the latest on 4-star athlete Joel Wyatt as new teams emerge. And this is my fear. This was my fear. Now it's coming true. When he postponed that commitment, you see it was Tennessee, Vanderbilt. Now it's Tennessee, Vanderbilt, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Louisville, and also Georgia in the mix there. You know, again, at the time, the decision's postponed. VolQuest said, you know, still plenty of things still make sense here for Tennessee. So is it bad news that you got to fend off North Carolina, Oklahoma, Georgia? Sure, that's bad news. Does that mean it's the end of the road? No. Do things still look good for Tennessee? I hope so. Just so much talk of position. Tennessee wants him at that edge position. They want him at DB. Now, the article here from Rivals.com says Vanderbilt is still involved. North Carolina and Louisville are much more in the mix. According to a source, Oklahoma is a player to land Wyatt as well. Georgia is working on getting the 4-star athlete on an official visit. And again, that's what concerns me. He's already taken his official to Tennessee. He's going to go to Georgia. If he does go to Georgia, he's going to be on that official visit high, and then Tennessee doesn't have a chance to swing to get him back on campus. Now he could visit unofficially, right? That means it's on his dime, not Tennessee's dime. And again, being an in-state kid, that would be an opportunity there to get him back on campus. But the article goes on to say, since the Rivals 5-star in late June, when Wyatt expressed again that he wanted to play defensive back. According to his source, the Vols coaches have reached out and said he could play there if he wanted. So there might be some hesitation on the Wyatt side since Tennessee has envisioned him closer to the line of scrimmage. So again, all this goes down, delays the commitment, more teams involved. Tennessee has now contacted Joel Wyatt and says, hey, we'll let you play DB. Is that trust there, right? And we talk about recruiting pitches, culture, being transparent, being authentic, being genuine, being real. I think this coaching staff has shown that. So if they're reaching out to you and say, hey, we're going to let you play safety, does he believe that? Does he buy in? Steve Wiltfong's latest update said a new name for the North Carolina Tar Heel fans to know is Bell Buckle, Tennessee Webb School 4-star athlete Joel Wyatt. Tennessee has been an early favorite, but Vanderbilt and Louisville others are in play. The Tar Heels could be trending up there as well. Tennessee's prediction for the talented athlete prospect Joel Wyatt. The top 100 recruit also likes Vanderbilt, with Louisville looking to emerge as a player. Now, Sam Spiegelman from Rivals.com says Tennessee has been buzzing at the top with the in-state blue chipper for most of his recruitment, but do not sleep on the Commodores in this one. Vanderbilt is recruiting Wyatt harder at this point and has more flexibility with his fit in the defensive scheme. So that's the latest on Joel Wyatt. Somebody asked me last night for an update on him. And again, more bad news for Tennessee. Do you believe this is more bad news for Tennessee? Georgia's a player. North Carolina's a player. Oklahoma's a player. Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about it. I also want to know, what position would you play Joel Wyatt if you were in control of his future moving ahead? But smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. You can also help this channel by hitting that join button right down below. It's right beside subscribe. It's $1 a month, keeps the lights on. We would greatly appreciate it. All the links are in the description to do that as well. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.